race to his son, Alexander, who is making an impact in his first year playing organized hockey.
Okay, what's the total right now?
The 19 to 13.
I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah. You got a few goals to catch up there, Tom.
Yeah, you only need 5 more. Oh, yeah, 6.
Great in mathematics. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Best of luck to Thomas Steen. There were 2 other games in the NHL last night. Mario Lemieux putting on a one-man show against the Rangers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs moving above 500, something they haven't accomplished this late in the season since the late 1970s. We go first to the Leafs Capital game. 1-0 Caps when the Leafs keep the shootout going. Tom Fergus to Daniel Marois. He beats Don Beaupre. The teams traded goals like boxers trade punches in this one. It's 4-3 Toronto. Later, Mark Osborne drops to Tom Curvers. Former Devil plants one. It's 5-3 Leafs. But the Caps come back. Dino Ciccarelli will tee one up and blow it home. That pulls them to within 1. Later, it's 6-5. Mark LaForce leaves the net in place of Bester, but Washington will come back. Toronto comes back again. This time, Gary Lehman from the doorstep. It's tied up at 6. Far from over, though. We go to the third period. Gilles Thibodeau gets the winner. The Leafs hang on to beat the Caps 8-6 in Maple Leaf Gardens in a real scoring fest. Meanwhile, we'll go to the Rangers-Penguins game. Mario Lemieux at Madison Square. Just another night for number 66. Starts off, beats Mark Hardy, then dekes Bob Froese. Rangers will tie it. Lindy Ruff to Brian Mullen, and he hits the twine. But it was a game owned by Lemieux. Rob Brown hits 66 for his second of the game through Jan Eriksson. Lemieux will then let Mullen hack away, but he can't topple the Penguin giant. It's number 3 for Mario. Only way to stop him something like this. Thomas Sandstrom clips Mario with the stick. Lemieux not hurt on this one, but he'd hurt the Rangers later on the power play. He'll score number 4 in the night. His point streak now 31 games and counting. He later gets tossed for unsportsmanlike conduct, but his Penguins won by a score of 7-5. And finally in hockey, the current tours by Moscow Dynamo and Red Army come to an end. Tonight, Red Army hasn't lost a game since Stefan Beauregard and the Jets beat them on December the 27th. Tonight, they play the Philadelphia Flyers, and that will bring back memories of one of those Flyer-Soviet battles of years gone by.
Flyers didn't exactly roll out the red carpet for the Red Armies. There's just the Soviet flag up there, and that is it. In fact, the Flyers say the NHL forced us to play this game. And Flyers President Jay Snyder says it was shoved down our throats. And given the lack of freedoms in the Soviet Union, we don't want to play with them. And especially, we don't want to give them any money for doing so.
This format is lousy. Our team's beat up. They're tired. We're in a dogfight for first place, and we throw this game in the schedule. So I'm not real excited from any standpoint.
But they have to play, so Snyder says we might as well win it. And head coach Paul Holmgren isn't thrilled about it either, but he sees it as a chance to bounce back from a long road trip.
History of coming off big road trips for not just our team, for just about every team in the league, is that you always have a real down game your first game back. So I'd rather get it out of the way against a team like this than a team where the points are going to be on the table.
Here's another breakaway. The Soviets right in. A shot, they score!
And the Soviets haven't been shy in scoring on this trip. The Red Army has ripped through the National Hockey League, losing only once so far. And tonight is their last game on the trip. And so far, they say they've had a good time.
In my opinion, the whole North American ice hockey is very strong, and you have a lot of teams approximately equal. They play on the same level, whether it was Calgary or Flyers, but any of your team can do the best at the certain game. And I hope that will be the best game tonight.
This is incredible.